Welcome to the Captain's Blog. I'm Dave McDonough, Senior Vice President and founder of Flagship Wealth, powered by Trilogy. On this blog, we try to take what's unnecessarily complicated out there in Wall Street and make it understandable to you on Main Street. Plus 1.5% again last week, with the dreaded F word, the Fed in the middle of the week telling you we may not even cut rates. Inflation is sticky. Interest rates are going to remain higher for longer. Yet the market didn't believe it and powered through. Did the positivity continue this week, or did the market take a breather? Here's your week in review. We're just going to cut right to the chase. The market didn't take a breather, up another 1% this week. Now, there's certain sectors that are driving it and certain names that you can't pronounce that are driving this market rally. But what isn't being driven upward is your confidence out there as the consumer. University of Michigan came out with a study last week that says you as the consumer are feeling blah about the economy and blah where it comes to your balance sheets. Remember, the consumer is 70% of the economy. And if you're not feeling up to it and spending on that discretionary item out there, the economy will cool. Remember, that's exactly why the Fed is going to lower interest rates, because the economy is cooling. Yet the market continues to trudge right along. I'm not here to be a doom and gloomer. What I am here to do is to set realistic expectations. Don't expect the market to be up 1% to 2% every week. Here's what to look for next week. It's all about earnings next week. Again, corporations are required on a quarterly basis to come out with their earnings, show their cards, show how they've done, and more importantly, their guidance, how they think they're going to do going forward. Now, as I've mentioned on numerous blogs over the past 3 or 4 weeks, this market is fully valued fairly. It doesn't mean that there aren't opportunities somewhere, but do not chase. The FOMO crowd will be penalized. I say it each and every week. Eventually, I will be right. But there's a greater fool theory out there. Don't be the greatest fool. Stay diversified. Now, here's your personal finance tip of the week. Do not, and I repeat, do not invest on slogans. The sell in May and go away crowd, one of the best Mays in history. How about the sell in June to avoid the swoon people? Again, one of the best Junes in history. And a number of you out there are asking about the election. I've been doing this over 30 years. Trying to time it, trying to bet on one side versus the other is fool's gold. Stay diversified. Remember that you're invested for the long term. The long term is not 2 or 3 weeks. It's 3 to 5 years. And lastly, a big thank you. A number of you out there were at the Flagship Wealth Invitational in Indian Pond in Kingston. It was remarkable to see you, remarkable to see the camaraderie. And it meant a lot to me. So thanks again for checking in. We'll see you next week on the Captain's Blog.